Hello, good morning. I hope that you're all well. Now, the video I had intended to make today was about my visit to an exhibition over the weekend, but unfortunately something came up on Thursday that I really do need to address, and unfortunately what came up on Thursday is not very nice, and I would like to isolate this particular topic that I'm going to talk about from any other content that I issue. When I was walking into the room this morning, I could not help but think of this little sampler that was stitched by Clara in 1875 when she was 12 years old. And Clara was a wise little girl. She chose a verse that actually has a lot of meaning to this video. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. It's a gorgeous sampler, and it's one that we will release in the months ahead. Now, this video, I hope, is a soft answer to an email that I received last Thursday. But what I'm going to talk about, I actually personally find very distasteful, and I don't think that I should be in the position where I should be justifying myself. But sometimes, even though you don't like confrontation, you have to stand up to bullying or behaviour that crosses a line. And today is the day that I'm going to stand up for myself. Now, I don't want to create any drama or debate, and for that reason I have disabled comments on this video. I want to get my viewpoint across to the allegations in this email. Now, I received this email on Thursday morning whilst Ray and I were away last week. We were having breakfast and I was checking my emails, and when I saw this email I was upset, I was hurt. I was also very concerned that somebody should be feeling the way that they were. So I went out of the dining room and I tried to make contact with this person so that I could actually talk to this person to discuss this email, because I do feel that, when you talk to somebody, hopefully you can sort things out, but the person declined to engage with me over the contents of this email. Okay, so it's a long email. I'm not going to read all of it, but I'm going to give you the gist of it with the first part. It says, "Hello Nicola, I feel that I have to write to express my utter disappointment with the amount of exclusive offerings you are putting out to the market. I get a sense you are really only interested in your British and American market. I have noticed this happening for some time. It appears to me that you seem only interested in stitches that sit within your budget realm. I reside in," and I'm not going to give the country, and I'm not going to give the person's name. The purpose of this video is not to name and shame. I wouldn't do that. So I reside in a particular country, and postage from the US and Britain to this country is horrendous and makes charts out of the question. Really, that was why it was so wonderful when you started offering PDFs. And then the email goes on about a particular release. And it finishes up, "You clearly have your reasons for doing this, and I feel sad that you are excluding a certain group of stitchers." And she also goes to say that there is a group of stitchers that feel the same way as her. And that's upsetting that people should feel that way and view Hands Across the Samplers in that way. So I would like to clarify some points and to stop some misconceptions festering. Hands Across the Sea Samplers. I think that really we are split into three separate arms. we have a retail side to our business. We have an online store on our website, and people can buy all the designs that we release for retail from that site. And we offer designs in booklet form and in PDF form. Now, we have come under tremendous pressure from needlework stores not to sell PDFs. And some stores have actually said that they will not stock us because we have PDFs, and that is their right. But I believe that PDFs should be available. Not everybody can access charts that have to be shipped around the world. For example, we actually have a really good customer base in South Africa, and South Africans have tremendous problem receiving mail, whether it's internal mail or international mail. Mail goes missing a lot in South Africa. So all my South African customers, they will buy PDF versions of our designs because they know the likelihood is that even if a chart is couriered, it's going to go astray. With regards to our retail outlet, we don't have an American or a British market. We have one market, and that market has no international borders at all. If you buy a booklet from us direct on our retail site, the most that you will pay for shipping, whether you buy one booklet or whether you buy 20 booklets, whether you live in France or whether you live in Timbuktu, the most that you will pay for shipping is £3 English. And I'm sorry, but £3 English is not a horrendous price for shipping internationally. That is very, very reasonable and very heavily subsidised by us. It's a cost that we absorb. I actually looked up the true shipping cost for sending a chart from this country to the country that the person lives in, and Royal Mail charge us for postage more than, and I mean more than, double of the £3. I think that shows that we care about needleworkers from around the world. Now, our retail arm, we have complete control over. You know, we can set our prices and we can set our business practices. What we can't do is set the business practices and prices of other businesses. We can't tell a business, you have to sell our chart for X. You know, you are not allowed to discount it and you're not allowed to put a premium on it. We can't do that. There are laws around the world that prevent you price fixing. It is up to the store what price they charge for our products. And it is also up to a store to decide what they charge for shipping and what countries they ship to. It is not for us to tell them or dictate to them. So the second arm of our business is a wholesale business, and stores that buy our wholesale booklets are free to set their own rules with regards to price and shipping. We actually wholesale direct to some stores, but the majority of our wholesaling is handled by 2 distributors. And who those distributors supply our charts to is up to them. They have their own vetting procedures to who they give accounts to. Now, we come under flack from some stores that our distributors may supply to a store that offers, heavy discounts on our products. We might come under flack from stores because our distributors will supply to purely online stores or stores that are on Etsy or eBay. You can't please everybody, you really can't. And it is nothing to do with us. Who our distributors will supply our products to. They are the two main distributors in the world. They run their business very well. They set their own requirements for account holders. Okay, so what is the third arm of Hands Across the Sea Samplers? Well, we undertake commissions. Stores, no matter which country they are in around the world, can approach us and commission us, engage us, pay us a fee for reproducing a sampler for them. Now, they may want us to reproduce a sampler that is exclusive for a set period, or they may want us to produce a sampler that not only is exclusive but is limited. That is a business opportunity for us, a business opportunity for them. It is actually us supporting that store as well. Now, please tell me what is wrong with somebody approaching me, asking me to undertake work for them, and I receive a monetary reward. That is work, that is business, that is earning a living. There is nothing wrong with that. Now, if you live in a country and the stores in that country do not approach us about would we undertake work to provide them with an exclusive or a limited edition, that's not our fault. Maybe you should be going to your store and saying, oh look, there's this company that does really lovely work. Have you thought about approaching them to do something special for you? And in fact, the person that wrote this email, I know that their local store does do exclusives, but they haven't done an exclusive with us. Now, when we undertake commissions, sometimes those commissions are just for reproducing a sampler. It could be a sampler that belongs to that person. It could be a sampler that belongs to us. And that particular store packages our work under their own brand. It could be that they engage us, they commission us not only to reproduce a sampler, but to produce the booklet that goes with it. Again, it is our right to earn a living and undertake commissioned work. Right, so let's have a look about this statement about only interested in stitches that sit within your budget realm. This summer, our printers had a 150% price increase. In this country, everything is going up. We've got, rocketing inflation, and businesses are having to put their prices up. It was a huge increase, but I can sympathise. I know how our overheads are going up. If I didn't care about our customers, I would have increased our prices when we had such a big price increase. But we actually decided that we were not going to increase our prices by 1 penny. We know it's really hard for everybody. If you can't afford to go on holiday, or you can't afford to go out for a meal or to buy a new coat, having your stitching is a great consolation. We are desperately trying to keep our charts at the price that they are, and we this year have absorbed so many more costs. I'm not really running this business as a business when we do that. but you are important to us. Okay, so this person says about the amount of exclusive offerings that we have been putting out onto the market, and they've noticed it happening for some time. Well, let's have a look at this year. From the 1st of January 2022 to the 7th of November today, that's 10 months and a week. What have we put forward in that time? Well, we have had 6 older designs that were previously available only in booklet form. We have actually made them available in PDF form. So there are 6 new PDFs, but they were available in booklet forms before. So let's just put those to one side. We have thought about people who can only afford PDFs or can only access PDFs, and we provided them with 6 PDFs. Many designers do not produce 6 designs in a whole year. What else have we done? We have actually had 22 new designs hit the market in one form of another under the Hats name. Out of those 22, one of those designs was a free design which we could have sold, but we wanted to give as a gift to needleworkers. The lady who wrote this email downloaded that free gift. You know, we were thinking of people, and with regards to a budget realm, we were thinking of people that, you know, can't afford charts as well. We were giving it as a gift. That leaves 19 new designs that were available to everybody, stores, needleworkers around the world, both as a retail and a wholesale for us. 19 designs in 12 months is an awful lot. Some people criticise us that we issue too many new designs. You honestly, you can't win, you can't please everybody. So we had 20 designs hit the market that were available from us, and 19 were available from needlework stores around the world. That leaves us with 2 out of 22 that were sold as exclusives. 2 stores approached us and engaged us, commissioned us to reproduce charts and a booklet which they sold as limited editions. We will be having more exclusives and limited editions coming, but so far in 10 months we have had 2 out of 22. Now again, how those stores decide to sell the sampler we've reproduced, whether they decide to sell it under their own name or they get us to do a booklet, it's up to them. The price they charge for that booklet, it's up to them. The number of booklets they want is up to them. The shipping charge, the shipping they charge for sending that booklet out, it's up to them. The countries that they will supply that booklet to, it's up to them. How they package that booklet is up to them. They may sell the booklet just as a booklet. They may only sell the booklet in a kit form. That is their decision. Now, one of those exclusives was from Hobby House Needlework, and Hobby House asked me if we would ship internationally for them last year when, during COVID, when the US had shipping restrictions, and we were very glad to do that. And again, this year, the US don't have shipping restrictions, but it worked so well, they asked us to do it again, and we were delighted to help them. The one thing that we discovered in COVID, that it is really expensive to ship from the US. It is far cheaper to ship from the UK. And we were very glad to do that for them this year. They charge the needleworker the Royal Mail shipping charge from the UK to their country. We package and pack everything up and do the shipping label, and we physically ship them, and then they reimburse us what Royal Mail charged us. We're really happy to do that. It's time consuming. We don't mind. It's nice to help needleworkers. We're needleworkers. We want to help other needleworkers. Now, we did have a store that only wanted a set number of designs. They decided how they were going to package and sell those, and that was their store's decision. Now, if you live outside the country and that store doesn't ship to you, you know, that is something that store was perfectly entitled to decide how they dealt with their own business. And you know, I would remind people that that is 1 out of 22 designs. And I have to say that this particular person who wrote to me, they have had 2 designs from us this year. One was an old design that was released pre-2022, and then the other design was the free design. But this email goes on to moan about the not being able to access the one design that was an exclusive limited edition for a store that did not ship internationally. Please, you know, stop and think, and please, you know, don't send nasty emails. It's not a nice way of behaving, and it's not one that I appreciate. Anyway, I'm not going to say any more, except that next video I will be back with a exciting and pleasant topic for us to all share. Until the next time, stay safe, stay well. Bye-bye.